The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fields it right around the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Trotty. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
Well, there's no doubt that the defense has to hold their poise after that type of a big return against them. The only person probably more upset than them, the return guy. He didn't get it all the way to the end zone, going that far. You know he's really upset.
Connor is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down inside the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Purdy off the play fake. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it'll be intercepted. And he cuts up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there. A first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He stiff arms him. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On play action, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Hey, stand up! Leo! Go!
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Spike, and he faked it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
Oh, he fakes a spike. This one caught by Kittle. He's at the 40, the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
A final shot before break. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Purdy. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Oh, he fakes a spike. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force him.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for him, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's... Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trayvon Walker able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows.
Man is caught at the 6-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking